Looks like everyone's getting checked here, so we're not going to pay for the toll just yet until we've got room to go through. But we're not far from the border, so it's probably just a quick police check of your documents. I'll let you know how that goes. He has my folder out and everything then, ready to go, and he just like waved us on, didn't he, really?
Yeah, he didn't stop us at all. So he stopped 2 vans and a car, and then we moseyed on through. So yeah, we must have look of innocence, I would say.
Oh, he doesn't speak English, he saw our number plate and thought that's going to be too much hassle, let him through. Anyway, we're on the road again, not far from the border now.
Go to Spain, she said. For the sun, she said.
We're not in Spain yet, though.
Oh, nearly.
Just had a massive rain shower. But at least it's washed the van.
Yeah. Hopefully got some of them dead flies off. Welcome to the French and Spanish border.
On the French side going through to Spain. Just like that, we're across.
We're across at the other side.
And then once you've got through from the French side, this is the Spanish side. So we've just got to do the same again here.
Welcome to Spain. Where's the sunshine?
It's coming tomorrow. Apparently.
Hello everyone and welcome back.
Hola!
Hola! As you can see, we have crossed the border over from France now into Spain, and we're not far from the border actually. Where are we?
We're at a place called Camping Zumaia. We've got a nice little leaflet about it.
Yeah.
And we're sort of like on cliff tops and near a river as well, and near a beach, so we've got plenty to show you.
Yes, we have, yeah, and it was a bit steep getting in. I took it in my stride, but when I say steep, I mean the angles was like that.
Yeah, but you didn't ground out or anything.
No, I didn't ground out. I think this van's okay for that. I've only ever had it a couple of times. So yeah, just fingers crossed it stays that way. Sometimes it's going down the hill that's worse than going up.
Well, this cost us, is it €19.50 on pitch up. However, that was without electric, but because the sun's hiding behind the clouds, not clowns, and it's a bit it's messing around, isn't it? Yeah. It's a bit hit and miss, so we decided to go for the electric, which made it 23.
Yes.
So we paid the extra when we got here.
Which ain't bad, but we've got a couple of power banks we need to get charged up now. And yeah, get a good bit of charge in the van, use the air fryer tonight, have that luxury.
You was hoping to get the solar out and charge the power bank with that.
Yeah, so I was
flat, isn't it?
I was going to, but if I show you, well, you've probably seen sort of the weather on the way down.
I can show you what view we've got as well.
Yeah, so just looking out the door, that's the view. And this site, which we will show you, is tiered. It is up in a bit more of a mountainous area, and yeah, you got that lovely view.
So we just parked up. This is our pitch. It's quite nice. Do for tonight. We're only here one night, and the electric points are every other or every 3 maybe. That seems to have about 3 or 4 points in that one. And that's our view. I think that's a restaurant there, but it's not open at the moment because they're painting it. It's a bit of a shame, but so we're only here one night. So that's an empty pitch. That's kind of the size that they are. It does for us. Some rubbish from the journey.
Yeah. What I couldn't be bothered to bin this morning.
So how far have we driven today?
It's got to be 250 kilometres.
About 4.5 hours or something, wasn't it? Something like
4.5
that.
hours.
Yeah, yeah.
So it is a bit of a distance. We weren't sure whether we're going to do that, but we thought we wanted to get into Spain, so we just got past the border. But tomorrow it's only an hour's drive, so it's even better.
Yeah, and the reason we've come here is because we wanted to do this coast before going into Portugal, and we've been recommended a really nice place that we're going to tomorrow from one of the viewers. So I'll mention who that is when we get there tomorrow. But we didn't want to drive that extra hour, so we thought we'd stop here. So we see a couple of places on this coast. So yeah, I think it looks quite quirky. Looks like there's lots to see.
Oh, I don't need these now.
Oh, you can take them off. What? How does the noise go when you take them off?
Anyway, it was keeping it clean. Stick that in the boot for now. I'll take the other one off. I've got to get my bag out.
Just said it's still looking tidy back there. I wouldn't have noticed that, but that's his thing. When we get to the show, we might get a few more stickers on there as well.
Yes, they're like little teepees they've got here. So they've got these teepee tent things as well as the touring, and also up the top there you can see it's tiered. Up the top there's like bungalows, like wooden bungalows they've got. But yeah, it's quite high up here, and we've got 2 toilet block facilities with showers and everything like that.
Is that not the restaurant area?
No, that's further down.
Oh,
yeah.
I said earlier it was the restaurant area.
No, that's further down. So you can see here, so this is another level, and then we're stuck up on that level up there, and there's another level that goes one higher. So it's something different for us, being more in the mountains. We're not really high up, I suppose, but it's still enough to make your bum squeak when you're driving up them roads.
I wonder what that noise was. I thought we'd got mice. There's the washing up facilities.
And then your shower blocks. And barbecue area, that's another thing. So they've got a barbecue area here. And then down the next here is where you find the restaurant and the shop. Restaurant being shut this week because it's under new ownership and they're painting. We seemed to happen to us before. So they don't,
It did,
they don't
didn't
seem
it?
to tell
Last
you.
time we came away.
Yeah, they don't
and that
seem
was
to tell you.
September.
Yeah.
The only reason he knows where he's going is because he had to go back to the reception to sort out the electric because he'd put number 6 on instead of number 8, and it obviously we didn't get any electric. That's at the restaurant then. No, that's the.
Yeah, so that would have been okay.
What is it? The restaurant, is it?
Yeah, so the restaurant's there, and then the shop, and that's just down there. So and then you've got benches facing a bush. Don't know what that's
They've
about.
even got one of them tabletop football things down there.
Yeah.
It's quite a nice site, isn't it?
It's okay, yeah. It's okay
Different.
for a first one in Spain.
The thing is, though, you're in Spain and it's full of mountains, so you know.
Yeah, it's ideal, really.
This is where your bins are. Yeah, and this is where the parking area is outside. If you have visitors or something, they can park there. And your reception parking when you're checking in. And he's trying to work out what colour bin to put the rubbish in. So this is a steep hill. We'll show you as you go down.
You might not pick it up, or it might not do it justice on the GoPro, but it is quite steep.
And look at that. I don't know if you can see, but look at that house on the top of that hill there.
Yeah.
Just up there. Imagine having that view. Just in case you forget where you are. Camping's that way. There we go. There's the hill. But even though it's quite steep, it's not it's not
probably
rigid,
as-
if you know what I mean.
It's probably as steep as if you're going down the ramps or up the ramps for the Channel Tunnel. So, I mean, and that's how I sort of work out if I'm going to grind out or not. If it's any steeper, then I'll be coming pretty close. So it's not too bad.
It's not that much to see for the next sort of 200 metres because it's all industrial estate.
No, other than, have you noticed something? We're now going downhill, which means one thing. We've got to go back uphill at some point.
Well, we're going to see the water, so we're going to be at water level.
Well, yeah, but then I'm thinking of like my body has to go through all this now to go uphill.
But you went running this morning.
Well, it needs a stair lift.
We went running this morning, right? That's what's wrong with him. So I made him run 3 miles, and now he's like,
Yeah, so you think about
played
what
on
we've
it.
done today. We've
Yeah.
done the full service of the van. That's all the water emptying, filling up, and everything like that. We've been for a run. We've drove 4.5 hours. Parked up on the campsite, and now we're out again.
exciting, really, isn't it? It's a
It
good
is.
thing, positive. Right, we're going to go down here and then we're going to pick you up when we find something more interesting, not an industrial estate.
We have come off site and it's quite built up around here, isn't it?
Yeah, it's quite, where we actually are is quite industrial, isn't it?
Yeah, so we've walked through this industrial estate area,
Now we're in like the town, I think.
the town, the main area, but like, yeah, it's quite built up. A few shops up this street. So as you can see, it's, you know, a typical Spanish town. Everyone's coming back from work around now, I think. It's about 4:30, 5 o'clock. Different type of building, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we've got this bridge to cross over. It takes you out over there somewhere to see, maybe. So we're heading down, we're going into the town, aren't we, I think?
Yeah, we're going to head down that way first.
It's a bit windier down here. So the site itself, or the campsite, I remember seeing them, so I think it's just over that way slightly.
Yeah, they're the actual bungalows. Can you see in the distance? Do you
I'm
think?
not sure, maybe.
You won't be able to see it on this camera.
Yeah, it's a bit higher than that, I think. But yeah, so you got all this down here, and you got like the boatyard, marina type thing over there. So behind me is the, I suppose it's like a little estuary coming in, and it's a bit industrial. So just over there, you got the industrial side for the ships and stuff. You got the marina there, but if we keep walking down this way, then there is a lighthouse down the end. I believe there's the salt marsh and the beach. But over in the distance up there, you can walk along the cliff tops.
We ain't doing that today. I've been for a run this morning. I'm not
No,
doing that.
not walking up the cliff top. But I mean, if you look over there, it looks pretty much like, I suppose, the southwest coast, isn't it?
A little bit.
You know, when
Yeah, a
we
little bit.
when we go to
Yeah,
the places
brings back
down-
memories of walking up and down hills, yeah.
yeah.
But it's about 5 o'clock in the evening now because we've been driving for quite a bit today.
Yeah. I think
so-
everyone's starting to finish work by the looks of it.
Yeah.
But you've got all the buildings, lovely buildings actually, all going along that way.
We've got motorhome parts in there.
Yeah. Actually, that's another thing we noticed. When we came into here, there was another 2 motorhome stops.
Yeah,
there's-
they're on the industrial.
yeah, so
bit, though, aren't
they are on the industrial estate. So, which ain't a bad thing, I mean, but it is a little bit noisy. So it's not a place that we would want to stop. But if you were desperate and there weren't no sites and you were in this area, then the industrial estates seem to have places where you can stop in your motorhome. See a few caravans there as well, to be fair. So it's just another option for you.
Yep.
And there's the marina. So like I say, next to the marina is the salt marsh, and if you go further on from that, that's where you'll find the beach.
These buildings look quite nice. This is what I pictured it like from what I'd seen. So this is what they show you in the images you see on Google, not the industrial part where we are.
But to be fair, it is only the campsite that's there, and it's not far of a walk until you're on this bit here. So it's just something, you know, and you don't see the industrial estate really because you're up in the hilltops
With the views.
with the views. So you're seeing the views from the campsite, but you have to walk through the industrial estate to get here. So don't be put off by that. When we went in, obviously sometimes you sort of look at an area and you think, oh, and you get this gut feeling, but no, I didn't have a bad gut feeling. It was just, looked a bit run down, but it's just an industrial estate, so they do. Seems quite busy in the marina. Quite a few boats there. Don't know if they're visiting, permanent.
This So that's the salt marsh?
Yeah, so that's the salt marsh. So
Salt marsh?
a marsh that's salty. Marshland, I think.
Find out.
It looks like a shipwreck there as well, an old boat. But yeah, it's a stunning view up to them hilltops up there. And down here, they really do look after their properties. Sometimes it's just, I don't know, the warmer climates, they seem to look better, but we haven't got no sun today. We had a bit of rain yesterday, a bit of rain today. So when we came over, it was really nice. And you see on the last vlog, couple of vlogs, we had a nice sunshine. But that soon went. However, as we head south into Portugal, we believe the weather's going to be picking up. I don't know if we'll make the town hall, but in the distance, above the rooftops of the houses, I believe that's the town hall. Got some cannons here as well. But we're going to try and get up to that lighthouse up the top there. I don't know what the cannons are protecting. What do we have here then?
It's all in Spanish.
Yeah, all in Spanish. So get your translation books out.
Does it have, is that for the range?
Yeah, all right.
Is that
Yeah,
the range of the cannons?
it would have been 203 to 300 metre range for the cannons, just to protect, I suppose, the estuary coming in. That's well used. Yeah, there's a bit of rust on that now. You wouldn't really get much coming out of that end. You've got a one-way path here, so you're walking this way on this path and back on that side, which takes you up the top there.
The only reason we know that is because there's massive yellow arrows pointing which way to go.
So you can only assume. Oh, very nice walk.
Yes, not that we needed a walk today, to what we've done already.
That's all right though. The thing is, we've only got one stop here,
Yeah.
so we want to, see what's around and say, for us, we've done it. We've done this part and this area.
Yeah.
Next time it'll be a different area. So.
Well, this is in between San Sebastian and Bilbao.
Yeah.
So just in between there. So we're heading more towards Bilbao
Tomorrow, yeah.
Yeah. And then we're going to work out whether we're going to stay on that coast or whether we're going to cut in towards Portugal.
Yeah, so what we're thinking, we may start heading a bit inland.
For the sun. More than
But it's that, it's just to see a different aspect of Spain as well, and not go coastline, and just try and do some places that are a bit more inland.
But I have seen that Portugal has got really nice weather at the moment, so
Yeah, so hopefully they keep hold of that nice weather for when we arrive.
yeah. So a couple of stops at the next one inland, and then we're probably into Portugal
Yeah,
after that.
definitely. Oh, it has got a statue on the end. Let's check it out.
Yeah, that looks good. Let's have a look when we get there.
What a lovely coastline. We're going to climb up the top there. We thought it was a statue, but it could be
Be a lighthouse.
a lighthouse. Now I think there's a lighthouse back away a little bit, so this could be a secondary as the mouth of the estuary coming in.
We'll go find out.
Let's climb these steps. So we made it to the top. Quite a rugged coastline that way. And you can see the marina in the distance. And there we have it.
It's nice to be
Vast open ocean, huh?
Yeah, it's nice looking out over it. Yeah.
Beautiful.
You've got your cliff tops over there where the cars are driving around it.
Yeah. There.
Wow.
I think that's just to pinpoint the entrance to this. And them tides are trying to catch us up here.
I'm going to show you. So I think I've worked out what it was with the arrows. So you walk down on the bit near the rocks, and you've got the steps we came up just over there, and then you walk along this path to go back. So it's just like a suggested walk, I think.
Yeah.
It's not mandatory.
Make sure your dog's on the lead up here, wouldn't you? There's the only barriers are these ones here.
Right, it's all
And then
right.
the rest has got nothing.
You wouldn't want it to be too windy, that's for sure.
But you can see the salt marsh and the beach now.
Salt marsh and the
So
beach.
the salt marsh is just behind it. So that's the green, sandy, marshy area, and that is the actual beach. Now, I believe there is a second beach.
I think
a bit
it
further
round there.
that coast.
Yeah, we're going to go and see if we can find that.
I just love all the buildings sitting at the top there. I think you can definitely make out, I will try and zoom that in, make out that's the lighthouse up on that rock. That fur cleat, I think that's like marble. You've got the one down the bottom there that's all rusty. But yeah, they've got this one here.
You've got your entrance to the swimming pool. Want to go swimming?
Yeah.
That reminds me of a swimming
Entrance to
pool.
the swimming pool.
Yeah, and this here, these rocks, there's actually a path on there, takes you to that beacon thing at the end. People are actually walking up there as well.
Taking a breather again. Again, it's always nice to just chill out, relax and enjoy the view for that few minutes you can.
This is a lovely place to sit.
It is.
Really nice.
Just looking out here, we've got the lighthouse above behind us. It looks like a footpath going round the cliffs.
That looks like somebody's viewpoint. There's on a house. They live in a house up there.
Yeah,
And I
that's
think
their viewpoint.
Viewpoint, yeah.
Looking out to sea. It's lovely. We'll check out some more.
Yep, there's another beach I want to see, and then I want to head back.
We believe this way is up to the beach. Got a nice arch going over there, and we're walking right in the middle of these trees. It's lovely. See the buildings go right up there.
It's got to come back down again though for the beach, hasn't it?
Yeah, well hopefully,
I think it'll go up and back down.
yeah, and we will see a beach over this way. Otherwise we'll walk for nothing. But it's still stunning.
Means we can have
area.
a beer and we've burnt it off.
Sounds like a plan to me. See this path here, actually? This path right here. When we was sitting on that bench,
Oh, that's the path, do you reckon?
that would have come round and that's the path, so it would have led us to
We
here.
didn't know that though, did
We didn't know that. We took the long way round. You can see the sea down there. What are they then?
Like horses.
Okay, so it looks like this is the beach where it's at. Plenty of surfers out there, but a bit more activity on this beach.
I'm not getting my bikini on and sunbathing down there right now. I'm in Spain and I can't get on the beach. Gutted.
It's windy.
I'm only messing. Looking forward to the Algarve. That's where I'll be getting my bikini on. Not on camera though.
We've looked around the area, and I would say it's a one-night stop type of place. And that's the joys of a motorhome, really. Is you can see the area enough, and there probably is a little bit more to see, and we probably have missed stuff, and we're never going to get that perfect every time. But you can always come back to areas.
We didn't get here till like get out with the van till about 4:30. So, and we've got to have dinner. We've got things to do this evening.
And,
So
yeah.
just a quick walk round for you on this one.
Yeah.
I hope you've enjoyed what we showed you.
Find it great how they supply these cycle paths out here in Europe. Just makes life so much easier if you do have a bike and you're on that. Something different. They're out there rowing away. But it looks like you've got some sort of rowing club here.
Yeah.
Haven't you?
Definitely.
Pretty cool. Now this would have been a lovely stretch to run up.
Yeah, there is a few runners, isn't there?
Yeah, quite a few runners. Don't fancy that tomorrow then?
No, it's quite a strange place because you've got like building site over that side.
Yeah.
A nice like river here with boats on it. Busy road bridge.
Yeah.
Going
Times
across
two,
it.
yeah.
×2. And then like the Bronx over that side a little bit.
Yeah.
A really nice picturesque
Yeah. I
like
suppose.
seaside bit, and then our campsite up on the cliffs.
And actually, we are coming to an area now where, like we said, with the industrial estates, you can park up. So that's the industrial estates over that side. And I'll show you where they're parked up in a minute. And there you go. So through here, there's others parked up. It looks like the circus is in town, to be fair. So
Yeah, so this is right near the campsite.
yeah, not
So
too far.
So if you did come in, cut through this, and it takes you straight onto the river.
Yeah, so this side, like we say, is all the industrial estate side, and this whole area really. But it does state that you can park up here for the night.
I don't know if is it this one. There's another one as well.
Yeah, this is one of them. But looking at the back end, it looks like traveller community.
Not
Back
sure.
here, well, definitely with the circus rides. And then down the front end, you may have a couple of people just on a stop. But not really a place we would stop in an industrial estate. You know, not unless we were really desperate. Just over there, that's the second stop. You've got a few trucks in that one as well. But it is a place you can stop.
I was just going to say as well, it is about a half-hour walk from the campsite to right to where we've been.
Yeah, about half hour. Climb starts now. Back up to the site.
Yeah, it's
And,
meant to give you a view of it coming up so you can sort of gauge it for yourselves.
Back in the van now. Jodie's prepping dinner.
Just pizza and chips, really.
Yeah, which is nice actually. We like that sort of thing. So
Yeah.
pizza and chips tonight. I'm gonna have a little bit of that.
I've got a rosé.
And yeah, Jodie's got a rosé.
So that's the dinner put in now. Lee's doing a bit of editing.
Certainly am.
And I've got some work to do as well. I've got some coaching assignment to do. I have been working from home most mornings. So Lee's been looking after me with breakfast and lunch. And I do the dinners on the evening.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how we're working at the moment.
At the moment, yes. We've not eaten
Yeah.
out in
Yeah.
a restaurant or anything since we've been away.
Yeah, not yet.
yet.
I'm waiting for the warm summer Spanish evenings or
Sit
Portugal.
outside and enjoy it.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
right, we're going to end this one here.
Yeah, so thank you again to everyone that's been watching and subscribed to the channel, and we will see you on the next one. Till then, bye.
Adios.